Very good morning. This lecture is about system analysis and design, and the code for this subject is TCS 462. Myself, Dr. Sachin Sharma. We are discussing Unit 2, System Development Life Cycle. There are few categories in methodologies: structure design, rapid application development, agile development. In structure design, there is two development: waterfall development and parallel development. In rapid application development, there are phased prototyping and throwaway prototyping. In agile development, there is extreme programming. So these are the categories of methodologies. We start with waterfall development. This is how the waterfall development looks like. We start with planning, then we analyze the plan, then we design a system. After designing, we implement it, then the complete system is ready. Here in the view graph, we can also see the fluctuation that comes from top to bottom. It looks like waterfall. Next is parallel development. In this we see, once we start with the planning, then we analyze, then we design, and the designing part execute parallelly with the implementation, where a single project distributed in small sub projects, and after the analysis all the sub project design execution happens. After the designing, the implementation of sub projects happens, then all the sub projects merge together and create the final system. Rapid application development, where it happens at phased level. So a system is planned, then we analyze, then analysis, design, implementation happens together for different version of the system: system version 1, system version 2, system version 3. Then at the end, a complete system is developed. System prototyping. We start with system planning, then we analyze, design and implement. After that, the system prototype is ready. Then again, it is feedback to the previous process, where it again analyze, design and implement. After that, the complete system is ready. Throwaway prototyping, where the system planning starts, then analyze. After analysis, again it goes under analysis, design and implementation, and based on that the system prototype design is confirmed. After analysis of that design, again the system is designed, completely implemented, then that process completed. Agile development. In extreme programming, it starts with planning. After planning, analysis of system, design of system, implementation of system, it execute, and it is a continuous process in the system. So after the implementation, the system is designed, again it goes for analysis, then design, implementation, whatever the error comes, it has to fix again and again and again. Selecting the right methodology is very important. We have to see that where all these methodology is useful. If we talk about waterfall, it's very poor when we talk about unclear user requirement. Unfamiliar technology, it's poor. Complex system, it's good. For reliable system, it's good. For short time schedule, waterfall methodology is poor. For schedule visibility, it's poor. Now we'll move to the next. Parallel methodology is better than the waterfall when we compare in short time schedule. In short time schedule, parallel methodology give the better output compared to waterfall. Now we'll talk about phased. Phased is better than waterfall and parallel, where it gives a better result when it is short time schedule or schedule visibility. Then we move to prototyping. Prototyping is very good at some level, where unclear user requirement when short time schedule and schedule visibility, and at the rest of time it's poor. Throwaway prototyping, it gives excellent result in unclear user requirement, in unfamiliar technology, complex system and reliable system, but it perform good at short time schedule and schedule visibility. When we move to extreme programming, it is not always good when in the case of it is when the technology is unfamiliar and the system is complex, and rest time sometimes it's good and sometimes it's excellent. So choosing the right methodology is very important. Object oriented analysis and design, it attempt to balance emphasis on data and process. It use UML, Unified Modeling Language, and the characteristic of object oriented analysis and design are: it has use case driven, it's architecture centric, and it's iterative and incremental. I'll repeat again: use case driven, architecture centric, and iterative and incremental. The unified process, the specific methodology that maps out when and how to use the various UML techniques for object oriented analysis and design. A two-dimensional process consisting of phases and flows. Phases describe how the system evolves over time. Workflows are collection of tasks that occur throughout the life cycle but vary in intensity. There's a view graph of unified process which has different phases: business modeling, requirement analysis, design, implementation, test, and deployment. Here we can see that inception, elaboration, construction, and transition, and at all the phases it has different flow of processing of working. There is supporting workflow, where again there are three different phases in that: configuration and change management, project management, and environment, where it plays different role in the workflows. So that's it for the day. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.